Hey everybody, JC here. It's about 6:30 in the evening on Thursday. About to go pick my wife up from the airport. So let's get going. Verse out. Avoid my brother-in-law's truck. My niece's Toyota Camry. Straighten out. Great job. Nice evening here in the greater Houston metro area. I'm in Porter, Texas, about 35 miles northeast of downtown Houston. It is about 54 degrees tonight. Clear skies. No rain on the horizon. So perfect night. A little bit chilly, but in a place like Houston, we will take 54 degrees any day of the week. Think we're actually supposed to get some freezing weather next week. And my brother-in-law told me just a few hours ago that there's a chance that we may even get snow and sleet here in Houston, which is a once in every 5 to 7 years phenomenon in Houston. So that'll be interesting if that actually does come to fruition. We're definitely getting some colder weather again next week, but it'll be interesting to see if we actually do get some snow. All right, making a left turn here in the neighborhood. No stop sign for us here, just curve around. We've got a right turn up here. Again, no stop sign. Nice tight turn. Got a car pulling out of their driveway. We slow down a bit until we ascertain that they see us and in fact do stop, which they do. So we continue on into the roundabout traffic circle. We're going to continue all the way through it to make a left turn out of the traffic circle. There we go. Nice turn. Got a pedestrian with their puppy dog. Slow down just a little bit for them. Perfect. Yeah, so going to pick up my wife from the airport tonight. She has been in Wichita, Kansas for the last couple of days for her new job that she started at the beginning of the year. We were supposed to go to Kansas last week, but the country got inundated with a tremendous cold front, especially the middle part of the country. Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas, that whole mid-South, mid-America breadbasket of the country. And it actually, temperatures got down to 0 or 1 degree. Lots of snow and sleet, so they canceled everybody coming in to Wichita for last week. And then I guess weather got a little bit better. There we go. We got a gap. We take it. Great job. Nice right turn. Tight. We got a truck pulling out. They pull out very wide. We slow down just a little bit. Handle that perfectly. Great job. Yeah, that Toyota Tundra took a bit of a wide turn, but I understand they got a wide load right there. Put on our left blinker. We're going to get in the left lane, presumably a little bit faster. We do have road construction on both sides of the road here. We're handling that well. Not so sure this was the fastest lane. Well, we'll just see here. All right, moving through the traffic light. got heavy road construction to the left. The lanes are going to temporarily shift up here a little bit. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put on the right blinker and get in the right lane, and we do have less traffic over here, so I guess that did work out for us because we got around that other vehicle. That Toyota Tundra has definitely taken up its lane and then some. We're doing well with that. It is going to get a little narrower here as we go through the shifting lanes. There we go. Great job. So yeah, they canceled the trip last week. Originally, I was going to go ahead and drive my wife up there. We already knew the dates she was going to be there, so just figured, hey, I'm retired, why not? I'll drive you up there and then we'll drive back. Well, they canceled that, and then earlier this week they decided to go ahead and have some folks, some of the management team, meet up there, but it was a pretty quick turnaround, so it made a lot more sense for her just to fly up there and fly back. It's about a hour and 15, hour and 20 minute flight. It's a non-stop from here to Wichita, so that's good. The fact that there are non-stop flights between here and Wichita makes that a lot easier. The drive up there under normal circumstances would be about 8 to 9 hours, so not a bad drive at all. But obviously, if you've only got 24-hour notice, much easier to just go ahead and book a flight. So that's what she did for this first trip up there. So be interested to hear from her, what she learned while she was up there, how she's liking it so far. Yeah, they don't have an office building here in Houston yet. Not to get into all the nitty-gritty, but it's a company going through some organizational and headquarters changes. And so they wanted, folks based in Houston. And I'll just say that that's probably more future-oriented. But as of right now, they still, need to travel up to Wichita for a lot of the stuff that they're doing. So she's essentially working from home when she's not up in Wichita until they get their office building set up here in Houston. So hopefully they get that pretty soon. But I think the plan is until then, she'll likely be in Wichita for, a good week or two every month. Maybe not 50% of the time, but a good, 30 to 40% of the time. And so I am going to definitely try to get up there to which I don't know. I'm not sure I'll drive her up and back because sometimes it's on a turn of a dime when she needs to go up there. So it may be easier for her just to fly up and back. But I may go ahead and drive up there and, depending on how long she's up there. If she's up there longer than 2 days or so, if she's up there for the full week, I may try to go up there and spend some time with her there and just see what I've never been to Kansas, let alone Wichita. I've been all up around the middle of America, but I've never actually been to Kansas or the Dakotas. I've never been to North Dakota, South Dakota, Kansas. I've been to Oklahoma, obviously northern Texas, and I've been to Oklahoma, but never that far north in the middle of America. I've been to Arkansas, Missouri, all of that area, Illinois, but never the breadbasket. Kansas, Nebraska, the Dakotas, have not been there yet. So, yeah, I'm going to go try that out. Not sure when. Maybe the next time she goes up there, where she's going to be up there for a little bit longer. All right, making our left turn here. Get onto the feeder of 59 East Tex Freeway going southbound. Picking up some steam here along the feeder. Once we get up on East Tex Freeway, we'll go southbound for about 5 miles, I believe, till we get to Will Clayton Parkway. We'll take the Will Clayton Parkway exit, ride that feeder down for a good mile, take a ride on Will Clayton, and after about 2 or 3 miles, that takes you to the Houston George Bush Intercontinental Airport. And we will be going to Terminal B. So I have a pin set for Terminal B arrivals. We'll just see how it does navigating the airport. It did a great job dropping her off at the airport. So we were able to get to Terminal B on Tuesday evening. And not only did we get to Terminal B, we actually got up to the Terminal B departures ramp. And it parked us on the departures ramp at a nice spot where I could drop her off. I did have to pull over a good 3 or 4 feet just to make sure we weren't in folks' way while I got out and helped her out with her luggage. But for all intents and purposes, it was parking lot to parking lot for the airport on Tuesday. So this time we're going back to Terminal B, same terminal, but we're going to arrivals. So we've actually got to go around Terminal B and come back on the other side of it. And then it's got to pull over to the left into the arrivals section, because you kind of got to get off of the main road around the terminal and pull in. And it's kind of tough, because if you look on Google Maps, they really don't even show the arrival section where you got to pull off to the left and pull under that roof where the arrival section is. So it's really not even in Google Maps. So you kind of have to play with it a bit and pick a spot that is right there within the Terminal B arrivals area. So we'll just see how it does with that. All right, got about another 1.5 miles before we get to the Will Clayton Parkway exit. We are all the way over into the left most lane, the fastest lane. So at a certain point here, we are going to need to start making our move. But I will tell you, with FSD version 13.2.2, we haven't missed an exit yet. We got 1 mile now, and we got a big semi to our side. So we're definitely going to need, we're in between a semi and we got a truck. We got a Chevy truck in front of us, and we've got 3/4 of a mile to go now, and we are still in the leftmost lane. So let's see how we do. We got our right blinker on. We're going to make a move, make our first move. There we go. But we've still got 3 more lanes to go, and we've got a 1/2 mile. All right, we make our second move. Got 2 more lanes to go, and you got a 1/4 mile. Make our third move, and we've got 1 more move to make. And how did I ever doubt you? I didn't doubt you. And we made it with room to go. We still had about 200 or 300 feet to go on that one. But it's really interesting. I mean, we were literally a 1/4 mile out, and we were in the leftmost, the fastest lane. And we basically made it all the way over to the other side of East Tex Freeway. 5 lanes of traffic in a 1/4 mile. 13.2.2 is just absolutely phenomenal on the highway. All right, we got a semi pulling over in front of us. We're We're going to get over to the left lane. Let's make sure that they don't try to... There we go. Great job. Had two semis jockeying with each other right there on the feeder. But we did a great job of maneuvering around both of them. Now we're getting in the rightmost lane. And in about a quarter mile here, we'll turn right onto Will Clayton Parkway. Excuse me. All right. There's the right turning lane. See the sign for Intercontinental Airport. Nice turn here. Gonna get over in the middle lane. Get out of the right lane. And there we go. All right. Yes, I'll be interested to hear from her how her first foray up into Wichita, Kansas went. Be interesting. I'm really happy for her with this new job she's got. It's big move up for her. More responsibility, definitely more money. So it's great. She's got a director level position, so just under the sea level. So she's got a stretch goal for that. But really cool that she's got a director level position within this company. Like I said, more responsibility, more compensation. Just a great opportunity for her. Not gonna lie, I am done with the corporate gig, but I'm happy for her. Enjoy seeing her continue to move onwards and upwards in her career. And so that's going to be fun for me now as a retiree to basically get to do exactly what she did for me, which is support her as she fulfills her dreams and ambitions. And she's going to be a lot better in the corporate world than I am anyway. Her personality is definitely more geared towards that. I always had to put a governor on my mouth. As anybody that watches my videos knows, I can yap. I can jaw jack for days and days and days. That's not always the best quality for somebody in corporate America. I mean, it served me well in a lot of ways, but it can, it can stifle you a bit. But she's got, there we go. I was going to say we need to get over here because this lane, the left lane, is going to be a left turning only lane. But yeah, just excited to see her get this new position, get new opportunities to grow, challenge her a bit more, give her some opportunities she hadn't had in the past. So just really cool with that. And perfect timing too, because I retired just a little over 3 months ago, about 3.5 months ago now. So with that, it was kind of perfect timing for her to get this new gig where she's going to have more responsibility. That means I need to step up to the plate and I can be more supportive now. Not that I wasn't supportive before, but you know what I mean. Where now I can essentially put a lot of effort into helping her with her career. And then the rest of the time, I'll just ride around in my Tesla refresh Model 3, talking to a couple of GoPros while I'm down by the river. It's a great life. She gets to do her passion, I do my passion. Hers pays a weeny bit more. A lot more. Mine pays a zero. But again, life's been good. Affords me the ability to do what I really love to do, which is help champion this technology in my own personal way. All right, got the green light here. Gonna continue moving on Will Clayton Parkway as we matriculate our way into the George Bush Intercontinental Airport. Start moving towards Terminal B, the Terminal A, B side of the airport. Here you see the fork. If you stay straight, you go towards the Terminal C, D, and E side, and you fork off here to the left. And as you can see, we almost had a wreck up there in front of us, and they still don't know where they want to go. They moved over. Oh my gosh, I think they know where they want to go. They just want to speed. All right, so we chose the correct fork. We are headed towards the Terminals A and B side of the airport. Curve around here a bit. We have some merging traffic coming in from the other side of the airport. So there's two ways to get into our airport. There's 59 East Tex Freeway to Will Clayton. Oh, we get over very quickly for that body of water. Great job. As well as a car parked alongside. That is ill-advised to be parked right there, but we handle that well. But there are two ways to get into our airport, as I was saying. 59 East Tex Freeway to Will Clayton, which is the way we went. And if you're coming from the other direction in Houston, you can go 45 to JFK. So that was the traffic that was merging in with us was traffic coming from Interstate 45 to JFK coming into the airport. So now we're all merged together, taking a right turn here, continuing on towards the Terminal A, B side of the airport. We are going to have a United flight. Looks like a Boeing 737 going right over our head. We handle that well. No interventions with the Boeing 737. They're intact. We are intact. Well, I can tell you they would be intact regardless. We would be the ones not so intact. Right, going by the Marriott Hotel here at the airport. Continue to circle around here as we head towards the terminals. We're going to have a traffic light up here. It turned red on us, so we're going to stop. It's kind of hard to see those traffic lights as you're coming around too. They kind of just creep up on you. We got a little bit of traffic at the airport today. Not as much as you get on the C, D, and E side, but still. And you're going to see here, if you watch my video from Tuesday night, there is quite a lot of construction here at our airport, although it's getting better. All right, there we go. We got the green light. All right. Good lane selection here. We obviously don't want to be in the rightmost lane, because if we were over there, we would be a statistic. We do not want to be a statistic. All right, continuing along here. We probably need to stay in this lane for a while because we're going to need to circle around. So let's make sure that, well, we're getting in the middle lane. but we are not dropping my wife off. We are going to pick her up. Well, let's see. This may still work. Let's see. This may still take us. Let's see what we do here, because we're gonna have to go around. This may take us to Terminal B arrivals. So I'm not gonna cast judgment yet. It may get us there. But I was thinking we were gonna go further around Terminal B. I did not. This may be the shorter route. Let's see. I'm gonna leave it up to Tesla navigation. We did well going through here. That may be what that third lane is for. Okay, let's just see. But we need to go to Terminal B and I see a sign for Terminal B arrivals next left. Can we get over in time though? Let's just see. Are you gonna get over? You're gonna have to get over pretty soon. See, it did not get over. That's Terminal B arrivals. So I think we're gonna have to come back around. Yep, it did not go into Terminal B arrivals. So it is going to go back around. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see this. Let's see where are we going here? I have no clue. Is it going to go? It cannot turn left here because this is a one-way. So I'm gonna wait and see what it does here. But I may need to take over. This may be, if I need to take over, this would be a critical disengagement. But we're just going to see. We got oncoming traffic right now, but I'm going to see what it is. It cannot turn left. Nope. So that was a critical disengagement. All right, let's see if it can course correct itself here. So we had a critical disengagement there. It was going to turn left to try to get back over to Terminal B, and you cannot do that. So we're going to need to get back over to Terminal B. So that was not good. So we had a critical disengagement. That was our first critical disengagement on version 13.2.2. All right. And now we're going to have to go around the airport to get back over. Let's see. And we've got road construction up here. So we're going to have to get over. So I know that now that the pin just did not work at Terminal B arrival. So remember when I mentioned on the way there that there's nothing on Google Maps for getting over to the left for Terminal B arrivals. And so it went to the side for Terminal B arrivals correctly, but it just could not get over to the left. There's nothing in Google Maps to get it over there, and I can't drop a pin right there because it doesn't even show that road. If I drop a pin, the pin would be inside the terminal, and it'll just have you go to the parking lot. So it looks like I'm just going to have to intervene in order to get us into Terminal B arrivals. And again, that is a mapping data, and it just is what it is. But we're not going to know that unless we at least give it a shot. And it just didn't work. And then when we went past it and had to course correct, it was going to turn left into one-way traffic. which would not have been good, obviously. Well, there you go. That is my first critical disengagement, critical intervention on version 13.2.2. And it was my first critical disengagement since the first day of having version 13 altogether. So I had a critical disengagement the very first day I had version 13 because I was stress testing it. I took it to an area that I knew was a historical problem, and I proved it out. It was still a problem. And then it got fixed with 13.2.2. And so I haven't had that one since. But as you just saw, we just had one. So I don't know the exact mileage. When I get home tonight, I can go into my Tesla app and look up the exact mileage for the miles between critical intervention, critical disengagement, whatever, however you want to term it. I've kind of moved towards the terminology of intervention for everything. So I know some people still like to say disengagement. I've basically defaulted to the terms critical intervention, non-critical intervention. And so we just had a critical intervention, and we're highly likely about to have a non-critical intervention in order for me to get into Terminal B arrivals. So we'll just see. Yeah, it was pretty clear when we drove by Terminal B arrivals that it was not even registering that there was a road, a left side there for you to turn into for their arrivals. Well, that's why we do this, folks. That's why we're still in supervised mode. We are not in unsupervised yet, especially at the Houston George Bush Intercontinental Airport, which is one big giant edge test, or edge case test, if you will. As you can see from, like I've said, it's the number one place where I bring Tesla FSD to when I want to see, has it upped its game? And it's still not ready to be unsupervised completely at our airport. But then again, nobody else is either. Even people. All right, continuing to move through here. My assumption is we'll do the exact same route we did before. Let's see what our navigation is showing here. Probably about to put there we go. Gonna put the left blinker on, get us up on the ramp. If that car will let us over. They're not wanting to let us over. There we go. They let us over now. Great job, FSD. So it just kind of slowed down a bit. Wanted to see if that car was going to let us over. If it wasn't, it was probably going to slow down further and just get behind them. But fortunately, that car behind us let us in. All right, we're going to move back through the Terminal B departures here. Go fairly slow because we got passengers and vehicles. We'll come back around. That vehicle is, man, yeah, that's what I'm saying. People driving at the airport. This is one big giant edge case. All right, now what I'm going to do is, as we get closer to the arrivals area, I'm going to put my blinker on and see if it'll take us over there, but it may not. Now, we're going to need to see if it'll start moving over with me manually putting the blinker on. No, it's not. All right. All right, let's see. Yeah, we're gonna have to go this way. Yep, I had to do a non-critical intervention to get in here. All right, I'm not even sure if my wife's here. I'm gonna get in behind this Chevy until they say they kick me out. First, I'm not gonna hit that person. Yeah, see, this isn't even on Google Maps. All right, folks. Well, I'm going to shut the video down just for a little bit because I haven't even gotten a call from my wife yet. I'm assuming they've landed, and hopefully they let me camp out here until she gets here. But I will come back to you once I have her. All right, everybody. Talk to you in a little bit. Bye. All right. You ready, babe?
Yes.
Let's see. Got the police officer right there to the left telling us to go forward.
Oh my god, it was so cold.
Was it?
Yes. I sent you the picture of the snow, right?
I didn't see it yet. Oh, wow. Sin was telling me that we may get snow here next week.
Yeah. It's supposed to be cold too. I can't freaking ditch the code.
Moving up here. Now, this is a tough intersection right here. Look at this. All this road construction man, it is just so torn up here. It's hard to get out of here. Looks like is one of the constables about to get out there and stop traffic so that we can move through.
Yeah, looks like it.
Jeez, he almost got hit. Did you hear him yell at that car?
Yeah, but that's exactly what a cop did to me when he pulled me over for speeding. He got in and go, whoa!
Well, probably because you were speeding.
Well, yeah, but it was a test drive. I was like, whatever. I paid my dues.
FSD did good getting out of there. Of course, that police officer helped.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got a truck that just stopped in the middle of the road. It's just, I'm telling you, babe, this airport. So I actually, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you had your headphones on still. I actually had a critical intervention.
What happened?
Well, it wasn't bad. I mean, I wouldn't. So when I say critical intervention, it's where if I didn't take over, it would have done something
Stupid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened is I had it navigating to go to Terminal B arrivals,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if you're aware or not, but like Tesla navigation, a lot of it is built off of Google Maps.
Mm-hmm.
And so Google Maps, when you pull up our airport
Mm-hmm.
at Terminal B, it shows you like the road that goes by arrivals,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't even have that road that goes, where you get off to the left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it doesn't even show up there. So I was like, all right, well, let me see what I can do. And there's a Whataburger literally right inside Terminal B by the, and so I said, well, let me see if I put a pin on that. Like if you were to go to that Whataburger, you'd have to pull in there and stop. But it just didn't work. So what happened is when I was coming here, we went properly to Terminal B, went by arrivals, but it did not pull over to the left. I was waiting. I let it do its own thing because I hadn't heard from you yet. I was letting it do its own thing and said, well, let me see if maybe it'll like put on the blinker to go over there. It never did. And so unfortunately, my first time through, we went right by it.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, well, we'll just have to circle around.
Yeah.
But when we were doing the circle around, and I'll have to look at what Tesla navigation was showing because it was obviously wrong. It had us, instead of circling around the airport, it had us do a box to come back. And the only way to do that box is you got to take a left turn into one-way traffic. And so when I got up there, I was like, okay, well, maybe it'll see, right? Because once you get up there, you see that all the traffic is coming this way.
Yeah.
And there's none going that way. So I was like, all right, well, let me just see if maybe FSD will correct itself. That granted, the navigation is wrong. Like Google Maps is wrong. And of course, our airport is under so much construction. We all know 50% of Google Maps is wrong at the airport right now, unfortunately. But I was like, all right, well, let me just at least give it a shot. I'm ready to take over. Let me give it a shot. Will it correct itself? See that you cannot turn left and just keep going straight. And it didn't. It, like, once all that traffic cleared through, it was like, all right, well, I guess I'm free now. And it took, so there wasn't any traffic coming this way, but had we continued, there could have been traffic coming, right?
Yeah.
So technically that is that is my very first critical intervention on 13.2.2. But you never know unless you know.
Yeah.
So I took over, took it straight, put it back on FSD, and then it was fine. But then I had to do another non-critical intervention, even to just get over into arrivals and baggage claim. So a lot of this is just, I mean, it's hard to, like, our airport is just a beast. Like, it was great that we were able to drop you off. What the heck is this dude doing? Yeah, we're just going to get away from him. That guy, like, the road rage out here is crazy.
It is crazy.
He's having road rage with that car in front of him. So how was, there we go. I've had you in here. Jeez Louise, what is that guy doing? What is he doing, babe? Give me a second. I just want to ascertain. Like, is he having engine issues or is this road rage? Like, at first I thought it was road rage. Now I think he may just be having engine issues, or maybe both. No, he's road raging. I mean, and he's in a Mercedes too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, like, he's running a good.
But I don't know. It sounds like he was running off of NOS or something.
I don't know. It was just weird, the sound that his engine was making. And no, I think he is road raging because he's trying to stay behind that vehicle right there. Like, something must have happened. Anywho, so I got off on telling you about me at the airport and having the intervention. How was Kansas?
It was cold. It was 31 degrees that night.
That's better than what it was going to be last week.
Mm-hmm. It was freezing. I heard next week it's going to be bad.
Is it?
Yep.
So, but work related, how was that?
It's fine. They got me doing some vendor setup stuff for Charles, and
if you want me to, I can mute out anything you want me to.
And then just looking at equipment assets, going through equipment assets. I mean, not I'm only limited to what I have access to.
Gotcha.
So you know how it is when you're new and you're trying to figure things out, and then the system, and then you're trying to figure out their process flow or how they operate or do things, and then from there figure it out.
Yeah.
And you're like, but that's where I'm at.
Gotcha. So you're still in the... Was there anything... Well, I mean, you obviously, y'all were up and they had you come to Wichita for a couple of days versus the stuff you've been doing from home here.
Mm-hmm.
Was there
I did the same thing.
Same thing? Just
Yeah.
they had y'all together?
Yeah. I mean, other than the vendor setup, I sat with this girl to do the vendor setup, and so I learned that, and I'm just like, there's so much redundancy. There got to be a straight line to doing this.
Well, that's what they brought you in for, babe.
Yeah.
To upgrade.
But I
all of
realize it's either because they're 2 versions behind. So I realize it's either
that. 2 versions of what behind?
of their software.
So they're
But they're going to the cloud by the end of the month, right?
Gotcha.
So I don't know if it's because they're 2 versions behind or because they didn't give me access to all the modules. But I was like, there has to be, because you know, every system, you could do an Excel template upload. Gotta be, right?
Yeah.
Somehow you got to be able to do it. And I'm like, there has to be an easier way. Everyone's like telling me no. And I'm looking at the videos, I was like, there is a way. But the question is, how do I get that template? And I don't have that access to that database to do it. So I have to ask her for it.
Oh, so it's not that you can't
I don't
create
know.
it out of the system. It's that you don't have.
I don't have visibility to it, or
Right.
because of whatever version they're in, they may not have access to it.
And they can't provision access to you?
I don't know. I realize that, but so the one I report to, she left because she drives 4 hours to come in, so she left early, and I was just like, and so when I was like looking at the video, I'm like, I knew there was a way to do this.
I didn't understand what you just said.
She drove back early, because she drives 4 hours away.
Okay.
So after she left was when I realized like there was a missing module that I don't have visibility to. So I couldn't ask her. And even if I did, they wouldn't get it to me today anyway. So
No, I
I'm
got
supposed
you.
to meet up with her tomorrow. And from there, I'm going to be like, hey, there's this module. I need it just to play with it. Don't give it to me live. You can give it to me in test, but I just want to see if there's a way to upload, because this is ridiculous. We have the same vendors. I should not have to do the same vendors in every company when there should be a master list, and I should be able to upload in every company without having a repeat.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
I'm a very lazy person.
No, you're
I
not.
like to work very efficiently.
That's not lazy. There's nothing lazy about working efficiently and effectively. Lazy's not one to work. You're just one. You're like, why? I don't want to do this the hard way. I want to do it the most effective way, because then I can do other more value-added things versus spending 8 hours trying to pull a query from. Is their system pretty outdated, or do they have is their system okay? It's just,
I think their system's okay, like any other system, but it's more of like it's not being fully utilized.
yeah. No, that is, man, you're taking me back in time. Yeah, what I've seen with a lot of companies, don't get me wrong, a lot of companies do outgrow their software, their ERP systems, but for a lot of companies, the ERPs that they have are fine. They just don't use them properly.
Yeah.
They don't use all the bells and whistles.
But I think what happened is, and I think a lot of the key players that are new to the system, like upper management, they will agree, like, it's a small company mentality that's growing without having the structure and support for a large company expansion.
Gotcha. Well, that's kind of one of the reasons you were brought in, right? They know they need to get better because they want to expand.
Yeah.
And man, the trash heap of business history of the companies who expanded and then didn't have all of the back office and mid office systems and applications ready to integrate all that.
Flops.
Just flops because because if you don't have all that, you can't really monitor whether you're being accretive or not. Like I could think that two companies make all the sense in the world to combine from a front office perspective, right?
Can we stop by Whataburger by the chip?
Sure.
Thanks.
Let me think which Whataburger's once we get edit trip. Where's that Whataburger? I think it's right over here. Which one is it? It doesn't look. Oh shit! Now it's. Give me a second, babe. Get off of here, and then I'm gonna end trip, and then navigate to the Whataburger. Should be it. Yep. Well, when people pull out right in front of you and then they go 25 miles an hour,
horrible.
I'm assuming he likes his Cadillac Escalade. He wasn't looking for a new one.
You know, that reminds me of the car that totaled your Type S.
Yep. Well, that one was white, and it was wider than that one.
I'm just saying, you don't have best luck with the caddies.
Well, of course not when they run red lights or run stuff. Nobody's going to have... Yeah, exactly. That's what... Huh?
I said she ran a stop sign on a four-way stop driving Bert.
Well, no, she didn't just run it. She went right through it, going like...
Yeah.
And anyway, what's your point on that?
I don't have...
You wanted to bring up that I almost died? Thank you.
I have no point.
That I got rammed into?
I'm just saying, like, caddies are your kryptonite. You might as well...
No, they're not. That happened one time in my life, and it was an old woman who ran a stop. Anyway, let's... Can we get off of me almost dying with somebody T-boning me? Thank you, babe.
Yes.
It's busy tonight.
Whataburger's always busy.
Let's see what it's going to do here. Is it just going to drop us off?
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see how it does. Get out of here. Get out of the Whataburger drive-thru.
This is like going to California. First thing you want is In-N-Out. So I just came home. First thing I want is Whataburger. Oh my god!
There you go. You are through and through Texan now, baby. So you were not craving In-N-Out. You were craving Whataburger.
Well,
let's get that on camera.
In-N-Out's not close by.
We got a courtesy from the Toyota Tacoma. Thank you. Nice. And then a very nice crisp turn out of the Whataburger parking lot. Great job. Yeah, you are through and through Texan now, baby.
Hello?
And just admit it. Whataburger's better than In-N-Out.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. What was that from? Was that when Wyatt was playing Pokemon or something? Oh, no. Remember when he was playing that Pokemon game in the back of the car? He must have been like, what, 8 or something? And it's just, it was about to drive me nuts. I was about to pull the car over and like, give me that damn thing. That was funny.
I wonder when they're going to be done with this road construction.
Well, you can't tell right now because it's nighttime, but the last time I drove through here during the day, you can tell they're making progress now. Like, not right, but like definitely down there, you can see the progress. I just don't know how long they're moving pretty good, at a pretty good clip, but it's tough, right? Because you got to keep the traffic flowing through here at the same time. So I get it. It's tough. You know, when people are like, why can't they get done? It's like, well, imagine you're in charge of constructing something, but while you're constructing it, somebody's standing on top of your back the whole time and like, you know, doing, I don't know, like dancing on top of it, not just standing on your head, dancing on it and like messing with your head, you know, like now go construct something. And that's kind of what this is. They've got one arm tied behind their back because they're trying to widen the lanes and create more traffic flow through here while also not just shutting down traffic flow to do it. So I get it.
Man, they did Ford Road and Kingwood Drive be so backed up.
Yep. Oh, Kingwood Drive would be just terrible. Like people would need to leave at 4 or 5 in the morning. But you can tell this is kind of new right here. Like they've just opened up this part of it.
I think they're supposed to do a flyover over 59.
You mean an overpass?
Yeah.
I don't see anything that looks like they've got that ready to go yet. Because I don't even see any You're talking about like something that's similar to they're going to have at Westlake Houston Parkway in 1960. Yeah, I don't even see any construction that looks like it's doing that. Right, that right there is just road widening. Right.
Well, they had to widen the road at Houston first before they did that overpass.
Yeah. So you don't know yet when you're going back to Kansas? You'll find out next week.
I'm supposed to get with Tanya and like align my schedule with her.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm just trying to figure out. Is there going to be like not fixed, but like a standard, like, yeah, I'll be in Wichita for this week and then working from Houston this week, or is it, because it just sounds like right now y'all are, you know, like you got called the day before, like, hey, be in Wichita. I'm like, I wouldn't want, hopefully it's not like that every.
It's not that. It's, I should have been in Wichita.
Last
but
week.
I asked her. No, well, yeah, and then it should have been pushed to this week. But I asked her if I could postpone it till the end of the month. And she said, fine. But then the CEO was like, no, I want her this week.
Gotcha, because he was there.
Yes.
And the CEO, where does he live? Where's he coming from?
San Antonio.
Okay, so he's here in Texas too. Yeah, so it's probably going to be mostly dictated on when the CEO's there, right? And when's is he there haphazard, or does he have like a set schedule where he comes to Wichita?
I think he flies in every week.
Oh, he's there all the time.
I think so.
Okay, so he's there 100% of the time.
Kind of, but
until y'all get a place set up here in Texas.
Yeah, but he said there's some projects But he's gonna fly out too next week.
Yeah, well, I would have presumed that. So he's probably on the road quite a bit for projects, trying to get work. Meeting with customers, trying to make new customers. Okay, so then it's not that. Because yeah, he would not even be in the Wichita office all the time. Yeah, it'd be nice if figure out like more of a steady schedule, knowing exactly when you're going to be up there and working from here.
I think every other week.
Pretty much every other week, and instead, like this week was only 2 days, or most weeks going to be like a full week.
Fly in Tuesday, fly out Thursday.
Ah, okay. Well, that's even better then. So basically, every other week, fly in Tuesday night, fly out Thursday night.
Tuesday morning.
Oh, red eye. So that was the only difference. Is all right. Let's get a second here. My guess is it's just going to parallel park us, but we'll see. It's just with Sin's truck. It's just there's no angle for it to take. Hell, I can. Let's see what it's going to do. Nah, it's gonna try to parallel park in front of Angel, or it's going to try to park at the neighbors. It tried that when I came home Tuesday. It tried to. Okay, it's just going to parallel park in front of the neighbors. All right.